bound to stay down. Chasing bad.
It's tapped in with the YouTube. You already know the motherfucking vibes, man. We live on Twitch right now, but we tapped in with the YouTube. Get over there to the Twitch. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not starting this video till y'all get over there to the Twitch. Cause why is we not on the Twitch already? Y'all could be in the chat. Y'all could be in the video that y'all watching. You can see your name on the screen. You could be talking with me. No brainer. Anyway, y'all chatting. Hey, today I found some video that I think is gonna be real interesting, at least for the hoopers. Hey, listen, I found a video from this creator named Man. This creator named Man, and he had a 2K simulation where he put everyone on their hometown teams, bro.
What the fuck? Stop playing. What the fuck?
Everyone from the NBA, Curry, LeBron, KD. Yeah, you see where this is going, huh? Alright, check me out. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Today, LeBron and Steph Curry will be on the Cleveland Cavaliers. LaMelo Ball will be a Los Angeles Laker. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander will be a Toronto Raptor. And that's because every NBA player is now on their hometown team. We're starting off with 30 squads, but by the end of this video, only one will remain to see who's the best basketball city. We'll first start off by spinning this wheel to decide an attacker. For turn number 1, it's going to be the Toronto Raptors. And this spinning compass decides the direction they will move.
And get Andrew Wiggins too, and RJ Barrett.
New York Knicks territory. And that now means that these two teams will battle it out, computer versus computer, to decide a winner.
Yo, look at RJ Barrett. Jamal Murray. Yeah.
Mitchell. And as far as the final results,
ooh, they got Donovan Mitchell.
An easy win for the Raptors, as they would go into Madison.
Damn, they whooped their
and win by double digits. As a reward, they would be taking all of the Knicks' prior existing territory, as well as Donovan Mitchell. But that's not the only way teams can get upgraded. Also on this map are 5 NBA stars who come from states without an NBA team. If a team passes through that area, they get to add them for free, which could be the difference in this competition.
Oh, he skewed the rules. Hold on, he skewed the rules. I didn't know we was doing all this.
We're going to Chicago. They're led by Anthony Davis, and they're going pretty much directly north. And as mentioned before, this Bulls team would be led by Anthony Davis, who's the only recent All-Star on their roster. However, they do have Fred VanVleet, so he's not completely alone. Now facing the Bucks, led by 2 young recent All-Stars in Tyrese Halliburton plus Tyler Hero. However, the experience of the Bulls duo plus their impressive surrounding cast would make
boys whooped on them too.
The first game of this competition.
Them boys whooped on them too. I ain't gonna lie.
Top, Tyrese Halliburton would now be running the point for them. Could we be seeing the start to a really incredible run for the Bulls? All right,
it's the fact that they adding players to their team that's gonna be crazy.
North, sort of east direction. And that means they wouldn't be playing anyone, but they would be taking South Carolina native Ja Morant to add to their team. This was a roster that already included the likes of Anthony Edwards, Jaylen Brown, Stephon Castle, and more. And by the time we see them in action, we could be looking at a powerhouse.
Atlanta Wale.
For our next spin.
Come on, Miami.
Turn number 4, the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Come on,
Miami.
Miami.
Going in the southeast-ish direction, however you want to put it. They're going to be playing Chicago. And they would be facing Anthony Davis plus Halliburton with their hometown heroes Chet Holmgren, as well as Jalen Suggs wearing his questionable headband. However, the rest of Minnesota's team would be relatively thin. The Bulls would overall have more talent, and the gap would be stretched thanks to double.
You beat them boys by 7?
Stars. In the end, Minnesota would not be
y'all jacking that?
Y'all
jacking that? I don't know.
As a whole, as well as Chet.
Up north, y'all like to say jacking. Y'all jacking that?
VanVleet, AD, Chet. Now we're going to
go to stay what y'all doing.
Represent the Bay Area, and they're going to.
They gotta play the Lakers or the Kings. Lakers.
California split up between the 2 LA teams. Golden State would be facing the Lakers, who have a very good.
Hello, Paul George.
However, Golden
Drew
State,
Holiday,
which represents the Bay Area, would have a crazy roster of their own. All starting with Damian Lillard, Bo Thompson twins, and
Thompson twins.
Brook Lopez rounding out their main 5. This super athletic Golden State team would be winning by 7 points. The Bay Area
Thompson twins should play together at Golden State. That would be cool.
LaMelo Ball to make them perhaps the favorites in this competition. But for our next spin, we will be heading to the Eastern Conference. So with the wheel landing on the Brooklyn Nets, who'd be representing New Jersey, as that's where they used to be located. The compass would then direct them into what used to be Knicks land, but is now controlled by Toronto. However, even though the Raptors already had a great team and just added Donovan Mitchell, the Nets would be stacked as well, having both Jalen Brunson as well as Kyrie, with Jaren Jackson plus Cat in the front court. And that makes it even more impressive that the Raptors would wind up winning. Shea would give them 41, while Donovan Mitchell would have a...
Boy, Shea is broken, bro. Shea is fucking broken. Y'all agree with this?
And as a result, all of
y'all agree with that win?
And New York would be under Canadian control now, adding Jalen Brunson to fortify their roster even more. The Raptors are definitely a top contender in this competition, and that means a lot considering the other teams that have yet to play. But before we continue,
Cleveland gonna be broken too. Hey, we skipping ass, bro. Come on now. Let's get back to the video. Skip as many ads as possible, always.
Clippers now. We already saw one LA team lose.
That's the motto around here.
Well, they're heading north. So they'd be facing the Golden State Warriors, who, as mentioned earlier, are led by Dame as well as the 6'8" LaMelo Ball. And this double point guard lineup would be facing the Clippers.
We got Aaron Gordon and shit.
But have Klay Thompson,
them boys not half bad.
as well as Evan Mobley as their recent additions. Paper, they look really good despite being one of the older teams.
I wonder what the bench look like.
Show itself in this duel.
I guess we're not counting the bench.
Yeah. With less than a minute left, we would have a 1-point game. Harden's gonna push it over to Kawhi. Kawhi with the bounce pass down to DeMar, and the Clippers are up by one.
We getting game footage now.
Left. Here comes
get into the nitty gritty. You hear me?
Iconic clutch moment. LaMelo Ball on the left side. He's gonna get the screen. He's gonna spin into the middle. Left-handed layup.
I like Dame to cook. I like Dame to cook harder in real life.
22 seconds
That's
left.
fair. Clutch bucket.
Defense and athleticism on the floor.
Kawhi.
Get one more stop. Kawhi Leonard
with a Thompson on him. With a Thompson on him. I think that's realistic. I think that's very realistic. I think a man gets a stop, or maybe that's a sword. I don't know anymore. They got both twins on the team.
They get it to Dame. He passed it over to LaMelo.
I guess that's a sword because he don't got the braids.
The second for LaMelo Ball.
I think a man got the braids.
Golden State with a chance to steal another star. This time Kawhi. 10.4 seconds. They pass it into Klay with a little bit of space in the corner. He misses it.
Wait, Klay missed the open three. What?
Going to be a miss.
Wasn't that Klay? That was Klay. This nigga missed the open three.
Pass it over to Klay again. He shoots it. He misses it again.
They just hold them boys.
Defeated both LA teams.
They just hold them boys. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. How y'all feel about that? Y'all like Trae Young over De'Aaron Fox? How y'all feel about that? I ain't gonna lie.
Fox to the Rockets.
I think that might be valid.
With that said, we get a break from
damn, bro. Get to the Heat, bro. Miami cool.
However, their roster is extremely
they got Duncan,
to say the least, even needing some help from bordering states.
Who they got? Duncan and who?
Have a semi-obvious Raptor win. A weird case of them not getting much in terms of a player. Real value would be in taking land, and they're even closer to Cooper Flag, should they move in that direction. And just like that, 10 teams have been completely wiped off the map, with our next spin heading us to Detroit. They would have a pretty interesting roster, and the compass would point them southwest, right into Indiana for a battle with the Pacers. The best two players would be point guard Darius Garland and shooting guard Desmond Bane. However, the Pistons would be a different animal. They'd be led by Devin Booker, have solid role players all around, and their defense would be led by Draymond Green, who'd bring the intensity. Book would finish with a 29, and the Pistons would be winning their first game, giving them.
Oh, they got D'Lo. I saw D'Lo.
Before they'd be stealing Darius Garland.
So Darius Garland, they got D'Lo.
Down south for a team making their first appearance. The Orlando Magic would be next.
I guess he's taking the best two players from the team, or from the area, I guess.
For John Morant's first game with Anthony Edwards and Jaylen Brown. However, while Florida has a lot of talent as a whole, with its split between two teams, each become
that boy Josh should go to Atlanta.
So for the moment, the AE John Jaylen Brown
that would be a great trade.
Walking away with a win that could be the start of an absolutely incredible run. After defeating Orlando, taking their land, and Anthony Simons, the wheel would land on the Memphis Grizzlies, and the compass.
Again, they would have to give a trade, so that's the only other
However,
trade.
with Tennessee not having many
That's the only
NBA
other
players,
trade.
also needing help from bordering states, Atlanta would be going 2 for 2.
Italian
But
time.
Jalen Johnson would be a good matchup or a good match together.
And it ends after 6 seconds.
So cute. Fresh cut.
Right now at the Home Depot, shop savings on top brand appliances like
I think
Samsung.
Jalen Johnson would be a good matchup together. I think motherfucking
Hub and the Smart Things app to help keep you on schedule.
That was
what's his name?
Now at the Home
Trey Young and
Combat.
Zach Edey would be cooking up with them pick and rolls, cuz. I ain't gonna lie. I think they'll be cooking up something crazy.
With the Ford crew.
It's a great time to buy, great time for traditions.
Taking all of Tennessee, as well as Brandon Miller, increasing the depth on their team, which would lead us into our next spin, which would be the Charlotte Hornets. Surprise, surprise, they would be attacking in the direction of the Hawks. Duke standout Zion Williamson and Brandon Ingram would be leading their team. But that wouldn't be all, as they would
Hey,
also
Chris
have
Paul.
the very skilled Bam Adebayo. And the final results of this
Zion.
game would be very unclear. With about 3 minutes left,
Charlotte
the
not
Hornets would
fucking up.
actually have a lead. We could be seeing an
Oh, yeah,
upset
give us
that
the
could
game
change
footage.
this competition completely. The Hornets
Yeah.
have a chance to pull off a crazy upset. Jaylen Brown misses the 3. Chris Paul, 40 years old, pushing it. Starting point guard for this
40
Charlotte
years
team.
old, pushing
Into the mid-range, good defense by Jaylen Brown. He's doing a lot of dribbling. He's going to take a free throw line jumper.
Paul
and
like
get the
that, bro.
friendly bounce. Atlanta down by 6 with 2:42 remaining. They're going to call a timeout. They pass it over to Anthony Edwards. He's going to drive into the paint. Good defense by Adebayo. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it out to Jaylen Brown for another 3. This time he hits it. And it's right back down to a 3-point deficit for the Hawks. John Morant, Anthony Edwards, and Jaylen Brown on the brink of a potential loss. The pass over to Adebayo. He passes
Yeah,
over to
Adebayo.
Ingram.
I thought that was
They
Dwight
cheat
Howard
Zion
for a
Williamson, sending
second.
double team. They kick it out to Chris Paul. Good ball movement. Kobe White for 3, no good. Rebounded by Herb Jones. He's going to throw a dangerous pass to Edwards, but he has Chris Paul on him. Into the paint, acrobatic
Edwards,
finish.
oh.
Atlanta is only down by 1.
John and Ant on the
Chris
same
Paul
team is a
dribbling, and there's
crazy
an illegal
look.
screen away from the
I
ball.
ain't gonna lie, that's
Zion
just a
Williamson with
crazy
foul.
look.
Doesn't agree with the call. That costly turnover now gives Atlanta the possession. With
That's
the chance
crazy
to
because I
take the
thought
lead.
Ja was from
Jaylen
South
Brown,
Carolina, not
guarded
Atlanta.
by Ingram, pump fake, kicks it out. Jones over to Edwards, getting the screen from Kessler. He's gonna drive into the paint, awkward possession, awkward pass.
I
picked up
thought
by
Ja
Walker
and Zion
Kessler.
was from the same
No
spot.
time left on the shot clock. Gonna have to take a tough layup, and he gets the friendly roll. Crazy possession for Atlanta, but sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Ingram, short pull-up, no good. Off of the back of the rim. The pass over to Edwards, driving baseline. Down
Hey.
to Walker Kessler again. Atlanta on a crucial run. Less than 1 minute remaining. Chris Paul between
This is
the
so
legs.
tense, bro.
Still at
I
the
ain't gonna
top
lie,
of
I'm
the
locked
key.
the fuck
They
in.
pass it over to Kobe White, catch and fire, left wing 3. We're
Kobe
all
White
tied
in the
up. Charlotte back in
clutch.
the scorers column. Still trying to pull off that upset. They win.
Yeah, I gotta get a stop on Jaylen Brown. He can't do it. That's crazy.
Reclaims a 2-point lead.
Y'all think B.I. can get a stop
Adebayo
on Jaylen
in
Brown?
there.
I don't know,
Ingram's
bro.
calling for it. They get it to him.
I don't
30 feet
know.
away from the basket, driving into a crowd, dribbles it off his foot, picked up by the Hawks. Herb Jones is gonna push it. He's gonna kick it out. Anthony
Yeah, I think
Edwards for
B.I.
the 3. That could have been the dagger, and it's still a 2-point game.
Uh-oh,
26
Adebayo.
seconds left. About
Oh,
5 seconds
Zion,
into the
easy
shot
money.
clock in the game.
I see
Zion
it. I
Williamson
see
ties
it.
up. We're all tied up.
Come
at
on now.
22.1. The Hawks trying to continue their dominant run.
Jaylen Brown
Jaylen
for
Brown, top
the
of the key.
win? Are they
John
going
Morant
Jaylen
hasn't
Brown
gotten
for the
a touch
win?
down the stretch. Could we be seeing
Who do
some
y'all
runs
go?
from
Hey,
him?
chat. Who do y'all go with? Jaylen Brown, Ja, or Ant? Y'all tell me the answer. Y'all tell me the answer. Who y'all go with? Who y'all go with?
Edwards in the left corner. Looks like the Hawks are going to run.
ain't gonna
the
hold you, I'm
offense
going
through
Ant.
Brown. John Morant
I'm
going
going
to the
Ant.
left side. Kessler setting the screen. Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown hit that hoe.
Again. It's a
Mm.
3-point
I
game
believe
out
he
of
can
the
make it.
timeout.
I think he can hit a
One
game
last
winner.
chance to tie it up with a 3.
But you put those 3 on the team, I'm going
He
Ant.
gets
I gotta
it
go Ant.
with some space.
I trust Ant the most. I feel like that nigga would get the best shot off.
And after getting some solid upgrades on the first 2 wins, they would be
Them
getting
boys
their best
added
level.
Zion
Adding
now,
Zion
bro.
Williamson
That's a
now giving them
crazy
4
young
All-Stars in the starting
team.
5.
Ja
That would be the last
and
we'd see from them for a
Zion,
while.
bro.
Next turn, the
What?
Raptors would be taking
What is
even
that
more
lineup?
unclaimed land, now very close to
Like, bro, wait a
now
minute.
giving them
Look, Jack, Rev, do something. Or what is this stuff? You got Ja Morant, Anthony Edwards, Jaylen Brown. That's Matthew Kessler, and who is? I don't know who the power forward is. I don't know who they got at power forward. I ain't see.
But that would be the
Oh,
last we'd see
Zion,
from them for a
Zion. They got
while.
Zion
Next
now.
turn, the Raptors would be taking even more unclaimed land,
Rev.
now very close to Cooper Flag. On the following turn, the
fuck?
Phoenix Suns, who haven't played a game yet, would be moving into Nevada.
This is a bad rule. They
Houston
shouldn't be
Rockets would
adding
now be
people.
moving into Mississippi, getting
I don't
even
like
closer
this
to
rule.
Austin Reeves. And to keep things short, the Mavs
Come
would be
on,
playing
man.
San Antonio
That was a
Spurs,
little
and they
OD,
would
don't
wind
you
up
think?
winning, as the Spurs wouldn't have many players from that general
That was a
area
little
of Texas.
OD, I think.
Right, the Wizards. A sleeper, maybe. Very important team for sure. That's going to take them right into the state of Philadelphia. And since they're led by Kevin Durant, they would be the favorites going into this attack.
AD?
Also adding other pieces such as Cam Thomas, Mark Williams, and Josh
Cam
Hart.
Thomas?
That would make it
Oh,
extremely
Cam Thomas
likely
Waller.
that they'd wind up losing to
Oh.
Philly. Would have Mikal Bridges lead the way with 27 points.
Damn!
Durant finishing
76 is what they
double-double
had.
with 16
Jalen Duren.
Philly would then be moving into DC.
But they were
taking
led
land.
by
As we've
Mikal
seen
Bridges and
before,
Jalen
Durant
Duren.
would be joining the team he just lost to. They have a ton of high-level role players. Now they have their superstars, so we'll see where that goes.
AD.
But for our next
Dante
spin, one team will
DiVincenzo.
be building from the ground up, the Denver Nuggets, as they'd be attacking in the direction of the Utah Jazz. Both these teams would need help from border
Look at
states
Derek
to fill their
White.
rosters. But while both teams are pretty thin, the difference would be Derek White and Jalen Williams.
Jalen
for the Nuggets.
Williams.
Colorado and the neighboring states barely have enough to even field a team, but these two would combine for 53 en route to a win. And as a reward, they would get the land as well as John Collins. However, our next spin would be extremely crucial, as the next team to attack would be Philly, and they'd be moving into what
Miami
New
is
York
never
is now
getting a
Toronto.
chance. I
Pretty much
guess
all
we're
the
just
Northeast,
screwed,
any chance at
right?
Cooper Flag would be on the line, and this one would be an intense duel between Shea and Durant, with the latter actually having the advantage, up by 3 with barely any time left.
This is
Here we go,
pissing me
1
off.
point game, about 2
Miami not
minutes
getting the
left.
chance is pissing me
KD
off.
on his new team, the 76ers, with a chance to pull off an upset. Prior to this, Toronto won their first 3 games. Mikal Bridges catch and shoot right wing 3, and Philly is up by 4 on the road. Here comes Shea, guarded by DiVincenzo. Spin move, going to his left. 5 feet away from the basket, pump fake, pivot. Kicks it out to Mitchell, the first person they stole. Over to Barrett. He's gonna get the screen from Boucher. He's gonna take a 3. No, he doesn't. He throws it right into KD's hands. Crossover in transition. Durant all the way to the basket, extends the lead. Panic mode for the Raptors right now, on the brink of losing a ton of land. 1:44 left. Gilgeous-Alexander getting the screen from Boucher. Boucher with a bad screen, made no contact. Shea's gonna go, drive in anyways, and hit the
They
shot
hooping.
regardless.
Shea's
And
unstoppable.
Just above 90 seconds are left. A very
Oh,
important
shit.
game. Durant driving right into Klingon. Left-handed layup, wild shot, no good. Outlet pass to Shea. Crossover, going all the way to the basket.
It's
takes a
unstoppable.
short
Oh,
come-up. Offensive rebound,
Donovan,
Mitchell, he puts
easy.
it up and in. It's a 2-point game.
Easy,
As fast as it
easy,
looked just a few
easy.
moments ago. Durant driving in, hop step, misses it. Good defense by the Raptors. Shea saves it from going out of bounds, and he's gonna push. Crossover left, running into
Shea
Barrett.
to the buck.
Left-handed layup,
Easy
floater,
bucket.
all tied up.
I ain't gonna lie, that's
Quick
an easy
6-0
bucket.
run with 55 seconds left. DiVincenzo. He's gonna try to feed Durant in the post. Almost gets stolen. Durant backing down, very close to the
Easy
basket. And
Whoa.
he's fouled. First free throw for KD will go in. His first game since joining the team. Second one goes down. 2 huge free throws. And with 44
Who y'all got down the stretch?
Trying to tie it up. Shea with a terrible pass down
Uh-oh.
to Mitchell. And DiVincenzo's gonna push off the steal. Slows it
I
down.
think the Raptors gonna
Transition
somehow
defense
win
over
this
Bridges.
bitch.
Back out to
The
Hunter. Over
Raptors
to
gonna somehow
Durant.
win.
Durant driving baseline, the pass over to Duren, awkward
Oh.
shot in the paint. He hits it over Klingon.
Oh,
And
that
it's
could be a
four-point
that could be a
game out of the
dagger.
timeout. Toronto with very
That could
little
be a
room for error.
dagger.
The pass into Shea. Driving left, clear lane to the
Jay,
basket.
he
Good
blew
defense by
it.
DiVincenzo. It's picked up by
Oh, that's
Durden.
game.
He made the first
That's
free throw,
game.
and the second one
That's
goes down as
game.
well. This
Philly
would wind up being
knocked
a
off
3-point battle
Toronto.
for the remaining
Philly
time, with
knocked
Philly
off
winning, taking
Toronto.
all of Toronto's claimed territory, moving even closer to Cooper Flag and
Crazy.
And while perhaps
Now
Toronto
all of
may
them
have
boys
had
on the
too
same
many
team.
cards, Philly would be taking one off their hands. Shea would now be running the point for them, and at this point, the sky's the limit for this roster. However, our next game would be less consequential in comparison. To speed things up, the Denver Nuggets would be attacking the Phoenix Suns, winning by 20+, and as a reward, they'd be taking Arizona, as well as Marvin Bagley III. On the following turn, the Bulls would move into empty land bordering Missouri with Tatum. Atlanta would also expand their land more north, now bordering Philadelphia. The Portland Trail Blazers, whose best player from the state would be Sabonis, would defeat the Kings, who represent NorCal, taking their land as well as Jalen Green. And on our next turn,
Green,
number 30, we would see the Rockets move into Arkansas.
yeah, Atlanta pressed all the way up against Miami.
However, on the next spin,
What the
we would be
hell?
getting back to playing some important games. The wheel would just barely miss the Cavaliers and land on the Pistons instead, who would be attacking the Chicago Bulls. As a reminder, they do have Darius Garland plus Devin Booker in their backcourt, but the main problem would be Draymond Green's inability to stop Anthony Davis in the paint, especially with Tyrese Halliburton setting him up. 30-point win later, they would be taking all of Michigan. And
30-point lead later.
Stacked as Tyrese
Shit got
would be sharing
ugly.
the floor with D-Book. However, while most of the teams remaining have built their teams,
Now they got
winning
Jason
games,
Tatum.
Denver Nuggets would be going with a different
Oh, they ain't get
strategy.
Jason Tatum.
As on
yet.
the next turn, they would be moving even closer to Jason Tatum. And this would be followed up by the Portland Trail Blazers moving into Washington, securing Zach LaVine. And the wheel would actually land on the Cavaliers on the following turn. However, they wouldn't be playing anyone. They would just be taking extra land. But right after, we would get back to playing games, as the Miami Heat would be
Finally.
for the first time on the wheel, and promptly,
Rockets.
they would be losing to the Houston Rockets, the team
Man.
that they would be attacking. South Florida would now be Rockets territory, and they'd be stealing Scotty Barnes.
Fuck.
However, with only a
That's
few
bullshit.
teams left, this one would be ramping up
We
extremely
didn't get a
quickly.
chance early.
Next
We were
game
supposed
that
to
would
get
be
a
played would be
chance
the
early. Now
76ers
we look like
challenging the
dog shit.
Keep
I don't
in
like
mind,
that.
They have Zion Williamson, John Morant, Jalen Brown, and Anthony Edwards.
I got some
Brown.
raw ass shoes
So by all
on.
means,
Them drop
this one
threes.
would be ending as an upset.
They got drop
as Philly
threes.
would walk away with maybe the most important win yet.
Probably.
As not only would they be stealing Anthony Edwards, but this would be the start to a crazy run. They would be selected by the wheel for a second straight time, with the compass now directing them into Cleveland, who haven't played a game yet. While they do have the best two players of the last generation playing together, Philly would just have a much better team overall, and Cleveland would not be rewarded for sitting on their hands this whole time. Philly would very clearly be the powerhouse of the Eastern Conference, and they would be adding in LeBron James.
When it comes to the biggest FIFA World
And
Cup ever,
Curry.
true
Nigga,
fans
don't
know the only
forget
secret
Curry.
matters is
It's
the one that
over.
gets you there.
It's over with. It's over with. It's over with. It's over with. There's literally nothing else to talk about. That's what I'm saying. What was the point of adding players to the home teams? Like, the home team should have just been playing against the home team. Should have picked two cities, just let them play. And then we could have just made this. You could have made a series out of this, honestly. Picking two teams and letting them play. Two teams letting them play. Two teams letting them play with their hometown natives and shit on there. And then you could have picked the years that they probably did like they best years.
Make it to New Year's after all.
But some of the players, you know, like the all-time players.
Itching and pain from
Like if you would have put instead of putting a 40-year-old Bron, you would have put an all-time LeBron, like the Miami Heat 13 LeBron. Yeah, that would have made more sense.
But speaking of upgrades, we would see a major one on our next turn.
Denver got Jason Tatum. Them boys finna try to battle.
Immediately after, they would be attacked by Golden State, who would easily defeat them. As a reminder, they have Damian Lillard, LaMelo Ball, Kawhi Leonard, and by taking all of Denver's land, they would quickly be taking Jason Tatum, who would immediately be huge in their next game, as they would be playing the Portland Trail Blazers, winning this one easily, now controlling the entire West Coast while stealing Domantas Sabonis. After starting with 30, we're now down to 5. It's been a long journey, and a winner is soon to be crowned. So let's keep it moving. With only a few spins left, the Bulls would be attacking.
Who y'all got y'all money on? Who y'all got y'all money on?
However, even though
I
they
think
would have
Philly's
Tyrese and
broken,
Booker, this
in
would
my
be their
opinion.
last games, as the Warriors, with the recently acquired
Philly
Tatum
broken
leading
as
the way,
hell.
would be winning, taking all of Chicago's territory, as well as Anthony Davis, who will continue on.
Golden State
This
kind
would
of
be
tough,
followed up by a
but
battle of
Philly
Texas
broken. They
between
got
Houston
Shea,
Rockets, the
LeBron,
champion, and the Dallas
Curry,
Mavericks, the defenders,
KD.
which would wind up as a
What?
Dallas
Like, what
win,
the
with
hell?
Klay Cunningham
Anthony
scoring the
Edwards.
most
Oh wait,
important
no, they don't.
42
Not
points
yet.
of his life.
Not
In a
yet.
flash, what was 5?
No, they
went
do.
down to the
Yeah, they
final
do.
3. Dallas, Philly, and
Like,
Golden
bro,
State. Which means
shit
that this would
broken.
be the final spin before we go on to the finals, with Dallas as the attacker. And upon being pointed directly west, which is controlled entirely by Golden State, they'd be playing the Warriors for a spot in the finals against Philly. For a recap of each team, Dallas would be led by their backcourt of Cade Cunningham and Tyrese Maxey.
They got
Randle
Cade
and Jimmy
back there.
Butler, recently stolen from Houston, as their forwards, and Miles Turner as their
Jimmy.
and despite the fact that Golden State would have Lillard, LaMelo, Tatum, Kawhi, and Anthony Davis, Cade and Maxey specifically will keep them in the game. So
Tyrese hooping.
Major upset. For a
Tyrese
chance to
Maxey
move on to the
hooping.
Imperialism Finals. Dallas,
Upset
the
alert.
underdog in this situation. Maxey
Hey!
doesn't care, ties it up. LaMelo Ball, the first person that Golden State stole to start off this incredible run. He throws it
Wow.
away right to Jimmy Butler. Maxey's gonna slow it down, guarded by his 2020 draft mate LaMelo, still with the ball. Miles Turner coming up to set a screen. Maxey goes left instead. He shoots
Stupid.
a 3 back-to-back buckets. Tyrese Maxey with the 2 biggest shots of his career. Tatum's gonna walk it up, guarded by Randle, driving in, poke loose, and Dallas is off to the races again. Randle turns it over, the kick out to Tatum. A chaotic possession. Turner with the 2-pointer, the dunk.
He was supposed to
Less than
hit
2
that
minutes
bit, I ain't
to
gonna
play.
lie.
Cade behind the back.
He was supposed to hit that
Wild
bit.
shot, good defense by Lillard despite the height disadvantage. Golden State the other way, has Turner on the switch to kick out to Tatum.
I would say,
Tatum with the
uh-oh.
first step.
Boom!
Goes up for 3, bad defense by Randle. And Golden State takes the lead. Here we go with Maxey again, still guarded by LaMelo.
What we gonna do, Maxey?
Step,
Come on! Blow the whistle, rap. Blow the whistle.
90 seconds left. Here we go with Tatum.
Them boys
Randle gonna
battling.
stop. Tatum with another
Tatum.
good first step right past him.
Nope.
This is the mid-range. Randle with the pass
Give
over
it to
to
Maxey. I'm
He's
about to say,
gonna
y'all know what to
drive
do.
towards the baseline.
Give it to
Euro step,
Maxey.
wild layup.
Oh!
Rebounded by Davis this time. The pass up to Kawhi. Kawhi over from Butler, guarded by Butler. He passes it down to Tatum, who makes the layup. Tatum coming up huge down the stretch. It's pretty much been all Maxey down for Dallas on the other end. He dunks it another 2
It is
points for
only
him.
Maxey hooping. What the
93,
hell?
50 seconds. Here we go with Tatum. No screen, no anything. He's just going to take a long 2 and make it. Dallas out of the timeout. They pass it into Cade, who passes it right to Maxey immediately. Pretty clear who Dallas is running the offense through down the stretch. Will it work out? Spin move. Tough layup. Good defense by Ball. Golden State could break it open here with a 3. A 2 would go a long way. Tatum down low, another bucket. Was looking very promising for Dallas, but Golden State on a run.
Yeah, that shit over with. Shout out corporate.
Back down to Randle. Randle through a crowd.
Come here.
No and one, but he'll go to the line for
That's
2.
the first time somebody else shot it besides fucking Tyrese Maxey. I ain't gonna hold you. That's actually insane.
1 seconds left. He's gonna
Are
get
we
the
sure
first
this is
bounce.
a CPU game?
That's a foul. Dame's going to the line. Obviously not the person you want to send. The first one's going to go in, and the second one will also go down.
Are we
So
positive
it's
this is a
4-point
CPU game?
22.3. No more time
What the hell?
for the Mavericks. Uphill battle. Gonna need a miracle. Maxey with the crossover into the lane. His floater's good. Dallas really could use a steal here. A lot of good free throw shooting on the floor. It's gonna be Ball next. He makes the first.
My boy got 4
Second
fouls.
will also go down. Still no timeouts.
That's-
for
it's
Dallas,
over.
so they're gonna have to
It's
go to
over,
the
and
line
they're gonna
for
get
the rest of
Tyrese
the
Maxey
game.
too.
Here we go with Cade this time. He's gonna pass over to Turner, over to Butler. Butler wants
For the
to
West
take a
beat the
2,
East? No.
and hits it,
They still
but
got
there's only
Curry,
4.7
KD, bro. They
seconds left.
still, bro. I don't
Dallas
think y'all
really
are
needs to steal
understanding.
here.
They
They're
still
gonna
have
the length of the
Curry,
floor.
KD,
Pass it to Dame.
LeBron,
They take a lot of time
Anthony
off the clock.
Edwards,
They make
John
it first
Morant.
as the leader
What? That is
of
its
this Golden
own
State team's
team.
oldest member. He makes both.
Ooh.
And that would affect
No.
the Mavs had a really good chance down the stretch, but couldn't execute, losing not only the game, but also all their land
Damn
and
dog.
economy.
My
The
dog.
finals are
My
set.
girl
Philadelphia
Snow.
76ers and
Bothering
Golden
me
State
sometimes.
Warriors. However, while we've spoken,
But she's not going to distract me from this finals. And she's not going to distract you from hitting the subscribe button.
Shea, Duran, and Anthony
Duh.
in their starting five.
Do that
With
now.
teams stacked from top to bottom, the culmination of multiple games, multiple wins, and perseverance that has gone far beyond the other 28 teams who
We
haven't
doing what
made
we
it to this
doing.
point. This one would be a tie game with 4 minutes left. Here we go.
What we doing? What we doing?
Jason Tatum, guarded by LeBron. East Coast, West Coast. Winner goes
East Coast.
Winner takes the entire
East
match.
Coast.
Tatum driving in right-handed. It's good. Golden State is up by 2.
105,
Shay's
103.
gonna drive in, posting up now. Gonna spin the other way.
Good
It's blocked by
block.
Davis. The rebound by Tatum. He passed it up ahead to Davis. Crossover, guarded by Durant. He's gonna take a left-handed layup and miss it. Gets his own rebound though. Puts it back
Wow.
up and in. 4-point lead for
I
Golden
can't believe
State.
them boys
3 minutes
actually
to
finna
play.
lose this bit. Oh, I forgot about Shea.
Alexander. Former
I didn't even say
Toronto
Shea.
Raptor. The pass down to Duran. Duran with the pass over to LeBron in the corner. Jab step, driving baseline. Another block by Davis. This time it's picked up by Tatum. And the pass up ahead to Lillard. Lillard slows it down. Could have taken the
Wait,
three.
AD broken in
Pass
this
over to
bitch, ain't
Tatum,
it?
guarded by Duran. He's about to get the screen from Dame and pull up for 3. He misses it. No good. LeBron's going to push it in transition now, guarded by Cade Cunningham. All the way. Short pull-up. It's in, and it's a 2-point game. Cunningham, former Dallas Maverick, guarded by Anthony Edwards. The pass over to Davis, over to Tatum once again. Kawhi's going to
Trying to figure out how Curry's not on the floor on either team.
To Cade. 9 seconds on the shot clock.
Just a little
Gets the
confused.
screen from Davis. Edwards goes under. Cade makes some pay.
What
It's a
else is
5-point
Curry not
game
on
for
the floor
Golden
on either
State.
team?
James with the ball now. They're running a play for Durant. No, they're running a play for him to get the screen by Duran. He's going to drive in, kicks it out to the corner. Good ball movement. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Here we go with Shea. Pump fake. Not looking for his shot. He kicks it out to Durant. A tough shot over Leonard. It's rebounded by Cunningham. And Golden State's going to push it on the break. The pass over to Kawhi in the corner. Semi-contested shot. In and out. Just above 90 seconds to play for the entirety of the United States of America. Here we go with LeBron.
Come on.
Traffic makes the layup.
This grown man strength, I ain't gonna lie.
Here we go with Tatum.
This is technically the battle of the new school versus the old school. I ain't gonna lie.
Floater off the hop step, and it's rebounded by James. He's gonna push. Has Tatum behind him. Good transition defense. Shea's gonna drive baseline. The pass out to Durant. Over to LeBron again. 1:10 left on the game. Floater. No good. Tatum.
Hey, it's crazy how the hometown hero, battle turned into a motherfucking.
Tatum, after playing for several teams, coming up.
Like what's going on? East versus West? All-Star game? I don't know what to call it.
And he's gonna drive.
Ooh, easy.
Into Davis.
Yeah. That's 6. The AD just foul out.
Will
whoa, wait, whoa. Rewind that. What? Whoa.
Coming up huge.
Why did they not?
54 seconds on the dot left.
Why was he still in the game?
James.
I know I'm not tweaking. Look at the bottom of the screen, bottom of the score. Look at the bottom of the score now. Foul, Anthony Davis. 6 personal. First team. Which one? That makes no fucking sense. Y'all got 6 personal fouls at one team. And so this is your first foul. You had 5 fouls in the first fucking half, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Wow. Bron's first free throws in.
But that's 6, and he's still in.
Also go down.
Y'all see him still in, right?
Game with about 45 seconds.
Look, he running up the left side.
Time winding down. Tatum right into Duran, and it's a charge.
Mr. Tatum got 5 fouls. What the hell?
Here comes James. James with a one-legged 3, and it goes in.
Oh,
early in the
me.
shot
I hope
clock.
y'all ain't switch up. I hope y'all ain't put y'all parlay on. I hope y'all ain't live bet on Golden State.
Seconds left in dramatic
I hope y'all ain't switch up.
early in the shot clock.
Ooh, there go Tatum.
Y'all
betting on Tatum?
Fast-paced offense.
Y'all betting on Tatum?
Any time left. 76ers call another timeout.
What y'all doing?
8 left in the game.
I'm sticking with the old head, man.
LeBron's calling for it. They get it into Shea,
and
they finally get it to
I'm
him.
actually mad Bron and KD not touching the ball enough. Well, Bron is, but KD not touching the ball. Good shit, Bron. Show these youngsters.
41 years old. And his
But
free throw to complete the
KD not touching the ball, and Curry should be in the game. I don't see why Curry is not in the game. I get Shea is Shea, but Curry, come on now.
He's playing good defense. Tatum going middle, and he draws the foul.
You damn near got the Olympic lineup. You're literally asking the Olympic. You're playing them, asking them to play the Olympic lineup. They're not gonna beat the Olympic lineup, bro.
Golden State the lead. All started off with Dame, then LaMelo, Kawhi, Anthony Davis, Cade and him. Here we go, LeBron.
Ooh, new Olympics versus old Olympics. Could this be our future Olympic squad? Cade Cunningham, Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard, Jason Tatum.
Hometown NBA imperialism champions would be the
Them boys
Golden State
won.
Warriors. In some ways,
Hold on. What y'all say? Curry? Curry? Did Curry sneak in there, or is that the Curry from the actual Curry that's supposed to be on the team? What they got going on? Anyways, bro, look at this lineup though. Could this be our future? Could this be our future Olympic squad? I ain't gonna lie. I kind of fuck with the video. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of fuck with the video. That shit was good. You know, till next time, like, subscribe, comment, all of that. Don't matter what order you do it in, just make sure you do it all. You feel me? Handle your business. Till next time, like I said, all right, y'all.
The fuck is in this blunt that made me slip and go to sleep? Leave a nigga DOA, cause my little brother TTG. I'm finna pick this camera up and catch a bag like DDG.